What do I think of your palace? Sophie said, turning to Sultan. I find it unnecessarily large and overbearing, as if meant to hide a leader's shortcomings. The Sultan blinked at her, his face reddening. He burst into laughter. My, a joker too. No wonder my daughter enjoys your company. Wasn't joking at all, actually, said Sophie. The Sultan rambled on. I shall write to the Queen of Uti about your charms. Your family should be rewarded. Perhaps we can make arrangements to have you here in the palace instead of slaving away from the princess. I can show you the world. But first, I'll have to pray you from my daughter's grumpy little hands. Ha! Winner! Winner! He turned to search for his daughter, about to spot her helping Agatha onto a camel. Sophie seized the Sultan's cheeks and swung his face back towards hers. Have you been poisoned, sir? Poisoned? Said the Sultan, startled. She pried open his eyelids with her fingers. Toxins in your iris, spots of blood. Have you had anything suspicious to eat or drink? Only my usual lamb omelette. He turned ashen. But it tasted different today. Too salty. Let me look, Sophie said, poking at his eyes and nostrils with one hand, her other palm moving near his sash. I see. Cloudy pupils, mottled skin, full breath. She backed away from him. Not poison, I'm afraid. Something far worse. The Sultan gaped at her, scared. Sophie leered back. Old age. Come, Shafali, Winner said, clasping Sophie's arm intensely. We'll return to the dungeons and give my brother another crack. Yes, mistress, said Sophie. Wish me luck, Daddy, Winner peeped, towing Sophie from the frowning Sultan. Did you get it? Winner whispered in Sophie's ear. Is your father a dog? Sophie snapped back. Sophie wouldn't have suffered fools for anyone but Agatha. Agatha, who was out in the desert without her, Arthur's death warrants on her head. They needed to find Aladdin's cave and use the magic lamp to help Tetris get past the second test without killing Aggie. Sophie had no idea how that was possible, but she worried about that once they made it to the Cave of Wishes. She could feel the Sultan's compass rattling in her pockets as she and Winner had stood up a staircase to the top floor. Winner pushed it through a door, and pink and purple lights washed over them, the sunsets expanding in all directions along with a dazzling rush of fragrance. On the roof of the palace, a thin brown boy played a sitar as he paced between rows of lavish magic carpets which were twitching and picking at each other like toddlers put down for a nap, while sticks of incense burnt soothing chamomile from brass holders. The boy spotted Winner and beamed brightly. "Where is he?" Winner gasped, scanning around. Then Sophie heard a familiar giggle. At the other end of the rooftop, Merlin was being tickled by a magic carpet, the young wizard trying to wrestle it down. Winner slushed with relief. "Thank you, Jiffen," she said to the boy. The Sultan was planning on trading him to Hamlin for gold, Jiffen said. Still a child shortage there after the Pied people stole all theirs. Convinced that the gods there'd been a mistake, that this very pasty boy was actually my cousin. Luckily, there are too dense to ask questions. His smile as Winner hadn't dimmed. I kept my end of the bargain then. When's our date? Winner must have given something away in her expression, because now Jiffen noticed the Sophie's presence. Don't tell me, he said, smile threatening. Just got them settled for the night. All the carpets heard this and instantly began clamoring for Winner's attention, waving their tassels at her, jingling with different pitched bells. We'll need nice wind, Winner said, pointing at midnight-colored carpets in the corner, dusted with silver patterns. It's an emergency. Sorry, princess. Can't select you on a carpet without a guard, Jiffen declared, turning stern and official. Sultan's orders. What Daddy doesn't know won't hurt you, Winner replied. Especially when you and I go on our dates tomorrow. She winked at her. Moments later, Jiffen was helping the girls and Merlin onto Nice Wind, the front tassels curved around Winner's wrists, the back tassels around Sophie's ankles, securing her and Merlin in place. The carpets began to rise into the hot, heavy evening, giving Sophie a feel of Shazamba City and the traffic of magic carpets clogging air lanes between buildings. Keep it slow, Winner, said Jiffen. If you get put down for speeding, your dad will take it out of my hide.